Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Dreamy and I'm very happy to be back. I'm sorry there hasn't been a video in a while. February is crazy. I got pretty sick, honestly. I had to travel home for a baby shower and then my friend came into town, and February and I always have beef, okay? It sucks, but it's just a slow month, but it's also like a very quick, hectic one at the same time. It was slow with work. It was probably my worst month in a while. So if you're coming here because you saw how to make more money camming, because you're like, girl, February was slow, yes, I feel you. This video is going to be specifically on how to make extra money while you are camming. Now, I've made a video like this before, but it was more just generally targeting online adult content, which includes OnlyFans. So I'll put that down in the description if that's more aligned with you, because you're not really into camming. But I'm really excited for this one because it's expensive out here and it is rough out here, and with the way the political climate is looking, it's going to get worse. So we need to make sure that we are on our shit, that we are saving, but we're also taking care of ourselves. So priorities. Okay, so the first thing that we're gonna do is we're gonna kind of start from the beginning. You wake up, you do your thing, you're getting ready to cam. What do you need to do to have a nice, presentable, safe, clean space while you're camming? So we need to make sure our bed's made. We need to make sure that our clothes are picked up. We need to make sure that we are clean. We showered, we lotioned. If we didn't shower, we took some baby wipes to all the important spots. We are pristine. We are feeling good. Took some time to take care of ourselves. And also our background is clean. We're not streaming in a dirty room. There's not a lot of dishes around. So I think that's really important when it comes to the aesthetic of your cam. If you're really wanting to have a eye-catching thumbnail, you can always wear something bright, have something that's very captivating on, and that way when you're streaming and people are looking who they want to click on, your thumbnail may stick out a little bit more. Okay, so the next thing that we want to look at is our tip menu. Have our prices been the same for a while? Are we actually having quite a few people tipping for the same thing, and things are getting are really flowing in for you? Is it time that we raise our prices a little bit? Now, I like to keep some things relatively cheap when I'm streaming, just because it always brings in viewers. So my twerking will probably never ever get too expensive because it's a good, easy thing to just get up and do. Everyone enjoys it. It brings in more people who are possibly going to spend money on you. And it's just not something that I ever want it to be breaking the bank, the way it may be if I wanted to play with myself down there. Those are always going to be more expensive. But twerking is harmless. I usually always have shorts or undies on. None of my spicy bits are showing. It's just visually and pleasing for the viewer, not only to hear it, but also to see it. So I think that always having a really kind of flexible menu prices is really good, but we also want to make sure that we are charging what we feel we are worth. And also be careful comparing yourself to other people. If you want to have your prices high, have them high, but you also need to understand that if they're too high, it may take a little bit longer for people to come in. So you kind of want to find that sweet spot. So I encourage you to really play around if you're struggling, but also don't let people gaslight you into thinking that you're not worth what you put on that tip menu, because you are. And if they have a problem with their prices, they can go find another model, So we want to just make sure that we're checking in with ourselves, making sure that we are charging what we feel we are worth, and we're not lowballing ourselves. So if you feel like your prices are too low, go ahead and raise them and just see how it goes. I will say though that every time I give myself a raise on some prices, you will see people, you may not get your regular people who are coming in and purchasing that, because it may then be out of their budget. But trust me, those people will be replaced with people who are willing to spend that money on you. The next thing that you want to do is talk and engage with the people who are coming to your room. I really enjoy doing this. I talk to everybody. I'll talk to gray users. As long as there's dirty talking, all needs to be in a tip note. But if they're asking me about myself, how my day is going, you know, if I'm doing an arts and crafts thing, if they're curious about what I'm making, then yeah, I love to have discussion, because I just think that this work is more than just a sexual exchange. I mean, it definitely is that, but I think it can be deeper than that. You will be surprised on when you start talking to people and engaging with people who are coming into your room, how many regulars you will establish because of that engagement. And at the end of the day, most people who also are coming onto live streams, not only do they want to connect with you in that kind of like sexual manner, but also they're just looking to connect. So it's nice to just ask someone how their day is going. You may be the first one to do that day, and that may mean a lot to them. Okay, don't feel like you're subjected to one room, especially if you live alone. Like, if you like to stream in your bedroom and it's kind of like getting old and you're just like, dang, like I wake up, I work out, you know, I take the dogs out on the walk, and then I go in my room and I stream for 6 to 8 hours. And like, it's hard too when you work, like your bedroom is now also your work area. And so you don't really have those like boundaries within your space when it comes to work and when it comes to just pleasure and being in your home and enjoying your space. So sometimes it's good to kind of like, hey, instead of staying in my room all day, because that sounds boring and I don't think I'm like mentally there to just do that all day. Like, go ahead and go in your kitchen or go in your living room and try out new spaces. You don't have to stay in one spot or do the same thing over and over. I think it's kind of fun to mix it up. Okay, make an Amazon wish list. And you don't even have to use Amazon if that's not the company that you want to support. I know there's like a lot of like, I think there's like some boycotts against Amazon right now, which I totally get. So there's also Throne, and there's probably a few more, but I only know of Amazon Wishlist and Throne. I do have a Throne, but I haven't had anyone purchase anything for me through there yet. So I'm not entirely sure the ins and outs of that, but Amazon wishlist is really easy to set up. No, they do not show your address. Yes, they do show the city that you live in. So whoever is getting on your Amazon wishlist and they purchase something, it will say this item is getting sent to, and it'll be the name of your city. If you live in a big city, not much to worry about. If you live in a smaller city, definitely something to consider. If you feel like you're a really small town and it'd be really easy to find you, definitely something to seriously think about and to just be mindful of. Okay, post on social media. I am learning the very hard way of social media is like a huge part of this job. You have to post on social media. And I have had the most up and down relationship with social media just due to my own insecurities and how self-conscious I can feel posting on different social medias, and the risk of someone I know possibly seeing me and that like kind of cringe feeling that you get. Those are all normal, okay? Those are all normal. They're all valid. I literally have everyone I know blocked. Like, I'm the type of person who no one will know what I'm doing on social media. I will work in silence. I don't tell people my ideas because I don't want opinions. I don't want judgments coming in. And I also, it's trusting yourself. It's believing in yourself. And sometimes you're just like, wow, I really don't like the type of content I'm posting. I don't like the way it's kind of like making me feel, so let me delete it. I have deleted so many TikToks and started so many new TikToks and then deleted that TikTok. And so you may be posting on social media some type of content that may not feel like authentically you. And it's just going to be some trial and errors of what type of content you want to put out. What's going to make you feel good? What do you feel like represents you? And that's going to take some trial and error. So just be graceful with yourself. Be kind. I am starting to post more on social media, especially like video stuff. And I'm posting something that old me, like even a year ago, would be like, oh, I can't post that. Like I'd be pointing out all of the things that I don't like about myself, which is quite interesting because I thought I've worked on that before. And so here we are again revisiting it. Obviously it needs to be revisited, but I have so much more of like a confidence, and also just I don't give a fuck. That feels really good. So I've kind of actually enjoyed posting on social media lately. I am letting it I'm kind of just doing it more organically rather than planning it, and that also feels really good for me. You know, if you want to like plan out all your social media, that's fine. But for me, just kind of like going day by day and like seeing something that I like and just kind of like doing it in that moment and posting it feels nice. And it also allows me not to think too much about it. And so I think it's good for my mental state as well. Yeah, you really just want to make sure that you're posting consistently. You want to post every single day. All right, you also want to make sure that you have an OF or a Fansly or some type of subscription-based site that people can go after you're done streaming and follow you and tip you and purchase any videos that you have, purchase your Snapchat. You don't have to do this, obviously, if you're just like, girl, I don't got time like that. Like, that's fine. But if you're not posting on an OF or a Fansly and driving traffic there, then you need to have content on your streaming site. So if you're on Chatterbait, like, girl, I need you to post some videos and upload them for tokens on there. I need you to make a premium Snapchat and, you know, sell it on there. But I need you to take some photos, some lewds, and post them on there for sale. Like, post content on there, because that is honestly such an easy way while you're streaming. Like, when it's slow, like, some people don't want to spend tokens on and while you're live there. Like, they would rather just actually purchase content from you. And you would be surprised how many people don't have OnlyFans or Fansly and they want to do everything through Chatterbait and through that site that you're streaming on. So yeah, make sure you have content available for those people, because it's easy money. Some of my slowest days have been saved by people purchasing my videos and my pictures. And trust me, if they like one video, they'll purchase another, and next thing you know, someone spent like 1,000, 1,500 tokens on content you made last year while you're just sitting there looking pretty, and you're just like, cool. I didn't even have to do anything for that. So that's really nice. If you're open to it, doing private shows is, you know, I have my private show, I think, at 120 tokens per minute. I do go full nude, full penetration. You obviously don't have to do that. You can do whatever you want in private, as long as you tell them what you're willing to do and what you're not willing to do, and it's agreed upon. Yeah, privates are easy money. And it's nice too if you're struggling having people start a private with you because maybe your price is a little higher. Think about giving them the ability to have a recording of their private, which you can go in. I have a full breakdown on how to use Chatterbait. I'll also put down in the description box. But you can if you go to the private section in your settings, you can have it, click on it, so that the person who is taking you to private gets a recording of their private. And so if you have a higher price, it's a little bit more of an initiative. Like, yeah, you're paying more, but not only are you going to get the experience with me, but you'll get the video where you can rewatch it, you know, enjoy it as much as you would like. And I definitely think it's something to be open to, like, to consider. The last thing you want to do is like verbally talk about your tip menu. So if someone just got you naked and you just did your whole little spill and you're kind of like dancing around showing them, and then, you know, the time has allotted for the nakedness and you're like, thank you to whoever got you naked, then this is your opportunity to say, thank you so-and-so for tipping me to get naked. If you all want to see me stay naked, it's 444 tokens as you're getting dressed, you know? And you'd be surprised how many people will tip it just because you're like, oh no, I'm not done with you. And they may not be concentrating on what is going on, like with your tip menu rotating in the chat, because they're focused on you because you're naked. So it's nice to verbally let them know, be like, hey, if you want to keep me this way, it's going to be this much. And if I didn't say before, having bots, and I've talked about this quite a bit, it's not too much of a moneymaker for me now, but when I first starting off, I really relied on the bots in the games that CB has that will also allow people who are on like a lower end of the budget, who can't really afford too much what's on your tip menu, to still be able to interact with you. I think whatever you choose to do to get viewers in, to make more money, you just want it to be authentic to you. You want it to align with what you like to do. So I love doing crafts. I love cooking. So I'll have some days where I'm like, you know what? I really need to do this. And I'm going to do it on stream, and I'm going to meal prep on stream. And it's fun. And I'm not only doing things that I actually needed to get done during the day, but it's an engaging show for my viewers to watch as well. And like, not to be sexist, those motherfuckers love to see me in the fucking kitchen, okay? They fucking love to see a woman in the kitchen, especially when they can get naked. So don't harp too much about, oh, this isn't like the sexiest thing. Honey, you are the brand. You are the prize. They are there because of you. So whatever you're doing is going to be sexy, and they're going to like getting to know you while you do it. So don't think too much into it. You know, have fun with it. Do what feels good. If you're like, I literally can't spend one more room in my bedroom teasing these motherfuckers, then go out into your living room and sit there looking really pretty while you watch an episode of Love is Blind. Because let me tell you, some people love just watching you ignore them. I was doing that one day. I was like, I can't, but I have to work. But I also it was like kind of rainy. I was like, I'm gonna sit down here and watch the reunion of Love is Blind. And this guy literally took me to private. He was like, I want you to not do anything but to continue watching what you're doing and ignore me. He did want me to play with my yoni while I did it, but he wanted me to completely ignore him. And that was fun. So you would be surprised. Don't keep yourself in a box. The beautiful thing about Cami is that we're in the safety of our own home. We have no one who is touching us, and we can do whatever we like. So, and just know that someone is going to like it. Trust me. That is all that I have. I hope that you enjoyed. If you have any other comments or things that you're just like, Riri, you missed this. This is like a big one. Please comment down below. Let the comments work as like a forum. If you are a cam model and you're just like, oh no, girl, like this is work for me, like share it. No gatekeeping here. I would also like to know, I'm just someone who's just like you, growing, working on myself and trying to figure it out, because you all are amazing. Like, I actually just want to like stop, because I love following you all and connecting with you all online. Yeah, you all are badasses. I love seeing your all's content. A lot of you all have way more followers than I do, because y'all are good at social media, you know? Yeah, you all inspire me, because like I see some of you all following me and you're just like, thank you so much for your videos. And I'm like, girl, tell me how I get your engagement on social media. So I kind of just love how, I don't know, just inspired that I am off you all. So I appreciate it. I appreciate you all reaching out. I hope that you have a beautiful day. I will see you later.